What's happening? It's Dareth back at it with some Marvel Snap for you guys, and today I'm so excited to be back. I know it's been a little bit since our last video. I was doing some traveling on a business trip for work and a little bit of pleasure involved in that as well. So had a little bit of a break from Marvel Snap and some content creation, but we are back, and in today's video we are featuring our double discard deck. So this deck is featuring Wong as one of our key players in our overall goal. So as you all can imagine, Wong has a pretty cool ability with his ongoing effect. So Wong is a 4-mana, 2-power creature, and he offers the ongoing ability of on-reveal abilities happen at this location twice. So very similar to the Camartage location that we see in Marvel Snap. And with Wong being such a key player to our deck, we are looking to discard as much as we can, hence the double discard. So why are we discarding our cards, you may ask? We are looking to buff up our 2 key players in the Collector. So when a card enters our hand from anywhere except the deck, he will be getting 2 power. And then of course Morbius, so it's Morbin time. So ongoing effect of plus 2 power for each time you discard a card this game. So really making sure we're utilizing our discard effects with Wong so we can maximize the amount of power that the Collector and Morbius get. A pretty cool combination that you can get with the Collector is if you are discarding the likes of Swarm and 2 copies goes into our hand when Swarm is discarded, we are getting 2 triggers on that Collector. Now if you can imagine, we get a Hell Cow on Wong and we have some Swarm in our hand, we're going to be discarding that up to 4 different times and really bumping up our Collector with that additional power. And then of course anything else is going to Morbius here too. So some other components of our deck, we are running Apocolypse in here as well, so kind of got some cool tune arts for a few of our cards in this deck. But Apocolypse is really great as once he is discarded, put him back into your hand, therefore triggering the Collector and also getting 4 additional power on top of that. So when we're able to do some major discard with either Apocolypse or Swarm in our hand, we're really maximizing the progress of our deck. Moon Knight is a pretty fun one to have in this deck as well. So got this cool tune art type of thing here. So he is a 3-mana, 3-power creature with the on-reveal effect of discarding a card from each player's hand. So not only is he looking to discard our Swarms and Apocolypse, but also throwing off our opponent's game plan a little bit more so as well. Nakia is in this deck as well just to essentially buff up Swarm. If we were to throw Nakia down on turn 3, Wong on turn 4, and then the likes of our discards like Hell Cow and Blade, Lady Sif, that sort of stuff, we are looking to chop up our Swarm and therefore create multiple copies of him in our hands with that buffed up power. So nice little combination there. Here's our enablers. So Hell Cow, discarding 2 cards from our hand, is perfect for this style of deck. Lady Sif, targeting the highest cost card in our hand, always hoping that's going to be triggering our Apocolypse. Swarm, as I mentioned, a great addition in our deck. Blade, pretty nice 1-drop we can play early if we need to, or hold him into the later turns to throw down on Wong, discarding a card from our hand with his on-reveal effect. Iceman is here for some raw disruption, so making sure we're playing something early with this 1-mana, 2-power, and also making a random card in our opponent's deck cost 1 more is a nice addition to have too. And lastly, we got Agent 13. So Agent 13 is here just in case we're not getting our maximum payoff cards like Apocolypse and Swarm. This is still ensuring that we're going to at least get 1 trigger on the Collector, and potentially 2 if we're able to throw her down on Wong just in case. But the fact that she's adding a random card to our hand might help us enable some things later in case we don't have our 2 big players in Apocolypse and Swarm. So really the key play style for this deck is you want to hold off on your discard effects up until you have both Apocalypse and or Swarm in your hand. And once you do, it is important to note you want the Collector down first, as he is only going to be getting those additional +2s when he is on the board and you're discarding and replacing those cards in your hand like Swarm and Apocalypse. Whereas Morbius you can maybe throw down later into the game because his is more of an ongoing ability, so +2 power for each time you discarded a card this game, so not as much of a triggered effect like we see with Collector. So you can maybe hang on to Morbius until later bits of the game. Usually we like to have Wong in his own lane with your discard effects, and then Collector and Morbius maybe together, and Apocalypse can go down pretty much anywhere last turn of the game in order to secure that victory. So overall, it's been a fun one. I've been having a lot of fun collecting some cubes with this double discard deck. And if you guys like this style of deck, discard has been a lot of fun since the most recent patch, so try this one out. If you enjoyed these types of videos, please like and subscribe for more. I'm very excited to be back making content for you guys and seeing where we can take this as we move forward. So please like and subscribe for more, guys, and we will see you in the gameplay. See you real soon. Alright guys, game one here for you, featuring our double discard deck. We are going against Mood. Alright, so opening hand, not looking too bad. We got our Moon Knight, Collector, Nakia, and we just drew our Hell Cow. So no turn one play, but that's okay. We got some good players in our hand to mess around with. So Sinister London did show up in the middle location. So I think I would like to keep the Collector in our hand so we can throw some Nakia buffs onto him, but it might, well, yeah, I think we want to stick with that game plan. So we're going to hold off on our turn 2 play. Opponent does Sunspot, surprisingly not on Sinister London. I feel like I would have wanted to have 2 copies of that. So we definitely want a Nakia here. This is a pretty good play for us. Our opponent likes that idea as well. They're going to do the same thing. We'll give them a little thumbs up. Okay, so pretty good. I like this already. We did draw into Swarm as our opponent snaps, so they're pretty confident. I like Collector here right away. And what else could we do? We could also play out our Hell Cow, but do we want to do that now or do we want to do that later? I don't actually mind Agent 13, and maybe we can do Agent 13 over on the side so we can conserve a spot on Sinister London, and then later turns we can do Hell Cow and then maybe even an Apocalypse on top of that. So I like that. We're not going to snap back quite yet. We want to see what our opponent plays as they dish out their Mr. Negative. Been seeing a lot of Mr. Negative actually, which has been pretty fun. Boom. Let's buff up our pals and Collector. There's Apocalypse. Okay, so we like what we see here now. What I think we want to do is we want to do Hell Cow. And how many cards does the opponent have? They got 5 in hand. We could do our Moon Knight. So how many were we going to discard? We're going to discard our entire hand no matter what, because Hell Cow is going to make 2 of these guys come out. And then Swarm's going to get buffed up. But would we rather Lady Sif instead of Moon Knight? Lady Sif does have 1 more power and ensures that we get an additional Apocalypse chop up. So I think I like that play a little bit more. We're going to want to put Apocalypse here in the middle on London. So I like this. Let's go ahead, drop Lady Sif with the Hell Cow. Some moo. Nice. So here's Apocalypse getting nice and buffed up for us. Boom. There's some Collector triggers. Oh, Hell Cow, you are targeting our best one right now. Thank you, sir. There goes Rock Slide, and here's Lady Sif to chop him up even more. Very nice. What do you got? Double Dino, I'm guessing? Iron Man. Oh, Iron Man is a scary one. I don't know about you guys, but I've been losing so much to Iron Man lately. Man, Tony Stark has just been running rampant, it seems, for me. So I think we're going to stay in it. I'm a little nervous about what our opponent's going to drop with this big Iron Man. I got 5 in hand, which is a little scary. But we got a 20 power Apocalypse, so I think we're going to stay in it just to see what can happen. There's a Devil Dino. Jubilee. Uh-oh. Animazola. Oh! Oh! Whew, that was close. Nice. Very nice. So not too bad. We got to play out our huge Apocalypse at the end game there. I think Lady Sif was our best choice to ensure we got some more power into Apocalypse. That did ensure us that Sinister London victory in the middle. And Animazola was quite the, or Arnhem-Zola was quite the interesting pull from Jubilee there. But nice, good game 1 victory. Let's get you guys over to game 2. All right, guys, game 2, we are facing Brookernaut. All right, so opening hand, how are we looking? Oh, Sokovia, discarding our Apocalypse. And we got their, who is that? Deathlock there. So not too shabby. I love to see Sokovia chopping up our best player in Apocalypse. So we got Agent 13. We're going to go ahead and hold off on that until we can drop our Collector. Yondu for our opponent gets rid of Swarm. So won't be seeing any Swarms this game, but we do got Apocalypse at the very least. Nakia. Do we want to Nakia the Collector, or would we rather get the Collector down? What is our next couple turns going to look like? So if we hold off, we're going to Nakia. I almost want to say that's going to be the better play, and maybe we can Nakia into the Sokovia. Opponent is dropping Nova, so it looks like some kind of Deathwave deck potentially. That is the one card I'm so hopeful to get here soon is Mistress Death. Very hopeful, because I like this Deathwave deck that a lot of people are piloting out there. Oh, so a Deadpool style. Another card that I hope we draw sometime soon. Interesting, so we now have Wong in our hand. So how is this going to play out? If we do Wong now, oh yeah, we got the Onslaught Citadel over here too. Ooh, you know what that means, guys. We're going to snap. We love what we see over here. So if we put down Wong right now and we get some of our Hell Cow effects, maybe even Agent 13, I think our next turn what we're planning on doing is Hell Cow into... So we'll have 5 mana to mess around with. Collector goes down for sure. We'll do Hell Cow and maybe Agent 13 for some very massive triggers and some sweet Apocalypse gainage there. So I like it, I like it. Opponent does some Venom action onto Deadpool and Nova. So we like this a lot. So we got Morbius too. So we might be able to drop him in the later bits of the turn. So firstly, we want Collector down. Next, Hell Cow for sure. And I'm going to do Agent 13 here. So reasons why is this is going to ensure we get some triggers from her into the Collector. We'll add some more cards to our hand, but I don't think it matters as we're going to have Hell Cow go first, discard some of our bigger players in our hand. So our opponent Killmongered, I guess, yeah, not bad. I think our play is a little bit better here. So there's one trigger on Apocalypse. All right. Okay, that's fine. Boom. Another trigger. Another trigger. Boom, another trigger. Apocalypse so big you can't even see his number anymore. Oh my gosh, just a green blur. Alright, Agent 13. Keep on growing, Collector. Boom, 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 boom. Our opponent's out of there. He knew what was coming. Very nice. So some sweet potential you can do with Wong on this double discard deck, guys. A lot of fun you can have when you're able to really knock out those combos. I believe Apocalypse got up to 30, maybe more so, but so large that he is blurred out. But very nice win, guys. Let's get you over to game 3 for some more double discard. All right, guys, game 3 for you. We are facing Sunshine. Sunshine. All right, so opening hand, we are looking pretty good. We got our enablers in Apocalypse and Swarm, and our payoff in the Collector in Hellcow. So very nice opening hand to get started. So we have Miniaturized Lab as well as Savage Land just popping up for us. We will go ahead and drop our Collector as this lab is going to get closed up here pretty quickly. Opponent seems to have the same thought with the Collector of their own. Thumbs up. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's these new emojis things, so it's a little fun and unique to do, I suppose. Okay, so Mojo World as well. What do we think? I want to say let's drop Iceman and Lady Sif over here. So what that's going to do is make their hand a little less so with Iceman, and Lady Sif's going to chop up Apocalypse for us, growing him. And then I want to say our following turn we'll do a Hellcow. Thinking about it a little bit more so though, I would almost rather do something like this. Yeah. I want to have a little bit higher power on the Mojo World versus these raptors on the Savage Land. Nice calling wing from our opponent. So looks like a very similar deck idea from our opponent. They got that additional trigger with calling wing. Here is Wong though. Okay. Wong is perfect. So I believe we want to do Wong, Hellcow next turn, and maybe an additional discard kind of guy, maybe like Blade or something. That would be really nice to get this going. Wong with our enabler as well as our payoffs. Means we're snapping. Let's do it. So I'm glad we decided to put Iceman over on the Savage Land just to ensure Wong has a little bit more. Really? Very nice. Our opponent is doing almost something exactly the same. So we like Hellcow here, and we will go ahead and drop Morbius as well. Not too bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Our opponent's getting a little stronger than ourselves. They got, Apocalypse is growing. Another Swarm trigger. Their Collector is going off a little bit sooner than us, and they got the Blade as well. Oh boy. Well, hey, at least if we don't win this, you get to see the power of this double discard effect with Wong. Pretty much playing the same style here, but a lot of fun for sure. Here's some more triggers. Boom, boom. Love to see it. Yep. Oh yeah. All right. we might be able to pull this off still. So our opponent locked out the Mojo World for themselves, so we can ensure a victory more than likely over here. Let's just math it out right now. So they got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Guess we can see it there, right? We got 12 power right now, so we just need a little bit more so than them. So if we put in 5 power, we can beat them out. Unfortunately, that means we will have to put down Apocalypse right here. They got a slew of swarms in their hand, and they are snapping. Interesting. Yeah, I believe what they're going to do is if they throw in their Apocalypse here in the middle, that is definitely going to overwhelm our Morbius on this side. And they're going to swarm out over here on the Collector's end. So they are already winning more so than us. So our swarm is not going to beat out their side either. So a little bit of an unfortunate one. We are going to retreat, but still got to see the full effect of that double discard theme and from us and our opponent. Thank you, Sunshine, for the fun one there. Not too bad. We'll get you guys over to the next one to showcase this deck a little bit more so. All right, guys, game 4 for you. We are facing Numo. All right, and opening hand, not looking too bad. Icebox did make Moon Knight a little bit more so, but that's okay. We have Nakia and Swarm in our hand, which I do believe is going to make this a pretty nice game as long as we're able to get some of our other enablers. So not too bad. Let's see what our opponent has in mind for us as well. Alright, so holding off on their turn 1 play as well. We got Apocalypse, which is great. Now I would like to see... Oh no, I would not like to see the Mindscape. Oof, I have no fun with this Mindscape. Hopefully our opponent has a Scarlet Witch or Storm or something. Get that out of here. Alright, so I do think we want to keep our playstyle with Nakia. More than likely on turn 5 we're going to try to discard as much as we can. The problem is we don't really want to discard Apocalypse, as we're just going to pretty much hand wrap with a bow on top of them a nice Apocalypse. That's nice, strong, and buffed. So we will see how this goes. 0 and Hell Cow. Okay, what are we feeling here? This is a little bit of a feels bad. Really being thrown off with this Mindscape. We'll try it. Throw out our blade. See if he discards Swarm. That would be my ideal play. Moon Knight, okay. Leader? We're just gonna give him a leader now too. Unfortunate. So not looking too good. What can we do to retroactively get this? I mean, Swarm just isn't really offering us much at 2 for 5. Wong doesn't feel very great either, though. And as we know with Leader, always better when you're winning. You can really ensure your victory with him. So we'll stick around for 1 cube right now. Oh. Well, here's my hand. What's your hand look like? Not looking good, guys. We could do something like Lady Sif. Yeah. Nope. Not the one. Let's get out of here. Mindscape, Mindscape, Mindscape. Playing mind games with me is what it's doing. Alright guys, short one there. Let's get you to one more game so we can showcase this double discard. Alright guys, last game featuring our double discard deck. We are facing Spiff. Alright, so opening hand doesn't look too bad. I like to see Agent 13 early. It would be nice if we had Collector in hand as well. But we did draw into Wong, and we got both our big players in Apocalypse and Swarm for our enablers. So we'll pass the turn. Oh, we got another Onslaught Citadel. I do like this a lot. So Morbius for sure. Our opponent snaps too. They must enjoy what they see too. Hopefully no Iron Mans. But I will stick with it. I don't want to snap quite yet. I'm curious to see what our opponent wants to do. Odin. So maybe an on reveal of some sort. The Vault. We could get a double trigger with this. That might be worth it. So let's pass. Or would we rather play Agent 13 into the Vault just to throw some power in there now? No. Let's hold off. I like holding off just so we can play Wong into Nakia, and maybe we could do something else with some of our discard effects. It'd be awesome if we draw a Hell Cow. Hell Cow with Wong is mwah, beautiful. So let's hope we can get some sweet combos like that. Opponent, what do you got for us, Spiff? Electro, so some big creatures is what they're looking to do. There's our Collector. Okay, so we are going to play out our Wong. And turn 5, Ghost Rider, okay. Uh-oh. There's another chop. Oh boy. Here comes Ghost Rider into the Infinite. So we are not playing on Wakanda. We do not want Wakanda at all. There's our Hellcow though. Okay, okay. Alright. We needed the Collector over here. And unfortunately this means we need Hellcow. And we're going to play Agent 13 over here. Reasons being is this is getting locked up next turn, and I would much rather have some additional power with 2 and 4 from the Collector going up a little bit versus not being able to play anything on the last turn, because we're not playing anything in Wakanda. So let's do this for now. We've got a little guest star in Lola over here. Can't really see her. Cute little black kitty. So opponent plays Jubilee into Lockjaw, and Miss Lola, you don't need to go over there. So some nice buffs initially. I love to see it with the Collector ever growing, chopping up those swarms. Sorry Nakia, I wanted to play you, but just were not the best play this time around. But not too shabby. Get some more Apocalypse, chop ups. Not too bad. Power, power, power. Oh yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh yeah. Apocalypse ever growing, ever more so. Here's some more. Here you go, Collector. Yep, there's the retreat. I didn't think our opponent was going to stick around, but we should have snapped maybe, but you know, sometimes snapping later into the game means our opponents are just going to retreat. So glad we got to see some sweet power at the end there. A very unseeable power from Morbius at 32 power, and Collector at 24, and a slew of swarms and a massive Apocalypse in hand. So very nice way to finish off our gameplay today, guys. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe for more. It really helps this channel grow and helps me really just make sure I'm making the best content for you guys out there as well. So if you enjoyed our double discard featuring Wong and friends, please let me know down in the comment section below. Truly means a lot, and thank you guys for all the support. So stick around, we'll be making some more Marvel Snap content here real soon, and until then, we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.